Hi, I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. It is T.S.A.'s top priority to make sure that you have the most pleasant and efficient airport experience as possible while we keep you safe. However, Democrats in Congress refuse to fund the federal government, and because of this, many of our operations are impacted, and most of our T.S.A. employees are working without pay. We will continue to do all that we can to avoid delays that will impact your travel. And our hope is that Democrats will soon recognize the importance of opening the government.
Okay, so there's a couple different indications that Kristi Noem doesn't take as seriously as she would have you believe her pledge to make sure that your day at an airport is going well. First of all, she would probably not have given such a wildly skewed and biased interpretation of the shutdown battle. Notice there that she didn't mention that the Republicans are only insisting that the shutdown continue because they refuse to extend the Obamacare subsidies that make health insurance as reasonably affordable as it is at this point. Weird that she didn't say that. Also, if she was so focused on making sure that your day went well at the airport, why would she be inflicting her goddamn deep fake face on us? So a couple of different reasons to believe that she might be being fake there. Anyway, the entire thing, that's just propaganda. You and I paid, I don't know, $50,000 to put her in hair and makeup and wardrobe to put out her little propaganda hit piece against the Democrats, with the idea being that they can then play it in airports around the country and inflict it on people when they have no interest in hearing that sort of political nonsense. But I guess one silver lining of this is that she's not actually getting her wish, because a number of airports are saying they're not gonna play this new video. That includes Portland International in Oregon, Seattle Tacoma in Washington, Niagara Falls International Airports in Western New York State, Westchester County Airport in New York, and Buffalo Niagara in New York State. I would love to know why LAX is not on that list. I mean, we've got a Democratic mayor, we've got a Democratic governor. Like I feel like you guys could probably handle this thing. Gavin Newsom would probably tweet favorably about you not running this. So we'll see about that. But there's a couple of reasons why they're not doing it. First of all, it's wildly partisan, but also it could well be illegal. Not just her recording this video, but them playing it. The Hatch Act is a federal law passed in 1939, and that limits certain political activities of federal employees, as well as some state, DC, and local government employees who work in connection with federally funded programs. The law's purposes are to ensure that federal programs are administered in a nonpartisan fashion to protect federal employees from political coercion in the workplace, and to ensure that federal employees are advanced based on merit and not based on political affiliation. This seems like a massive and intentional violation of the Hatch Act. Now, it's not the first, it's not gonna be the last, but I don't know, do I just speak for myself in saying I don't want that to be normalized? I would love for this to not be, like, can we go into the DMV without hearing, I don't know, Scott Bessent talk about how badass tariffs are or something? Like, we don't need this. We don't need every quarter of America to be filled with partisan messaging. If you want that, just watch the damage report or whatever. And then at some point you turn it off and you go back to your regular life. And so anyway, the Port of Seattle said they wouldn't play the video due to the political nature of the content. They continue to urge partisan efforts to end the government shutdown, which is exactly how responsible government workers respond to this. Noem is anything but. In New York, they say the video is inappropriate, unacceptable, and inconsistent with the values we expect from our nation's top public officials. Portland, war-torn Mad Maxian Portland, their airport said, we believe the Hatch Act clearly prohibits using public assets for political purposes and messaging. And we don't know for sure that this is actually a violation of the Hatch Act. Typically, not that there's ever really enforcement of it. It's when that sort of political activity is tied to a specific election. Again, I don't know why that would have really anything to do with the Hatch Act. It's partisan political behavior by government employees. Like, anything you do now is gonna, obviously it could influence the midterms. But in any event, I love that some are not signing on to it, and I would love to see that list continue to expand.